For more updates, click on subscribe and click on bell button for latest notifications.
Hi friends, welcome to Tech ARK IT YouTube channel. My name is Ravi. In this video session, we are going to see that what is content delivery network, which is a CDN, and how it helps and how it delivers the content to the users to avoid the latency. A content delivery network is a network of interconnected servers that speeds up web page loading for data heavy applications. So examples say that, so if you see that there is a diagram here, AWS Cloud, when user is requesting the data, right, it does not always goes to the AWS Cloud to fetch the web page information, so which caches the data at the edge location and delivers the data from there itself. So if there is any dynamic content is updated, then it again goes back to the original content and refresh the edge location cache, then it delivers the data to the end users. So that's way, if a server is hosted in a different region and the users are accessing from the different region, they can still do not face any kind of latency while accessing the data, so at the website. So that's loads faster what they expect. CDN can stand for content delivery network or connect distribution network. So it is just like distributing the content to the multiple locations using the AWS edge locations or edge location. So this is simply a simple data center where it locates the edge location for caching. They host the caching servers. So if CDN is enabled for the website, the data will be cached on the edge location. Then whenever the user is requested, it delivers the data from that nearest location for him. Reduce latency by delivering through global disappear points of presence. So this is a points of presence, that's called as a POPS. Improved security, so and it's also give the encryption method and delivering the content using the SSL certificate. So that's why it's an improved security, and it also cut the cost. So you cannot have the network throughput through your server request, because that is reduced, so you will get less cost comparatively direct access. Better performance and faster delivery, of course, that is the main purpose of the CDN, for the performance and the fast delivery. It's going to deliver the data faster because it caches to the nearest edge location and the data would be delivered fast. So here AWS Cloud Front is the one service which is called as a CDN that delivers the data and applications globally with low latency and content of edge locations. So this is the AWS Cloud Front, which caches the application data and the applications globally with low latency. So that's the main purpose of CDN, to deliver the content with low latency or no latency. Speeds of delivery of static and dynamic web content, uses edge locations to cache the content, provides DDoS protection. So that a site will provide, so CDN will provide automatically the DNS protection, so DDoS protection, so you cannot poison the DNS and load the content. So that's way it is protected. IP address blocking, so you can also, example, if it is a restricted data, so you can only serve to the particular region, then what you can do is that you can do a geofencing, so that way it cannot go the content to the other locations where you cannot access the content from the other locations. So that's way you can set the geo restrictions on that particular website, or the IP address blocking, something like that. So here is a use case example So whenever the user is requesting for the data, so it goes the request to the DNS for the IP resolution, the name resolution. Whenever you say Amazon.com, then it goes to the DNS. It goes to the DNS for checking the name resolution. So it finds the resolution, IP address resolution. Then it redirects the content, the request to the CloudFront. If the CloudFront already have the caching information, then it sends the data from there itself. So AWS Certification Manager, it actually verifies your content is secure using the encryption method is enabled or not. Okay, so if you have the S3 website, so that is an S3 static content website. If you have, then it reaches to that S3 endpoint where you have hosted your website. Then from there it caches to the local CloudFront. Then from there it actually reaches to the users. So that's why the CloudFront CDN will help the users to load the website faster, not depending on the virtual location. AWS Global Accelerator. AWS Global Accelerator is a network service that helps you improve the availability, performance, and security of your applications. Global Accelerator provides two global static public IPs that act as fixed entry point to your application endpoints, such as application load balancers, network load balancers, Amazon Elastic Cloud Compute, EC2 instance, and Elastic IPs. So this is an acceleration point where it provides the availability, performance, and security to your public facing applications. So that is the major role of this AWS Global Accelerator. 60% of performance boost of your application. So whenever you are publish your applications through this AWS Global Accelerator, so the performance improvement is more than 60% what you get in a regular base. So delivers the high available applications with fast failover, multiple availability zones architect. So that's the major advantage for any applications to be hosted on multi availability zones, right? Multiple availability zones. Automatically reroutes the traffic to healthy available region, sends traffic through the AWS global network infrastructure. So that's way basically it accelerates your application delivery to the users. So the next one is S3 Transfer Acceleration. So this is basically S3 Transfer Acceleration improves the content uploads and downloads and from S3 buckets by 50 to 500% of long distance transfer for larger objects. Example, say that you have a 1 terabyte of object, which might be a database file or which might be a tar file or anything you wanted to upload to the S3 bucket, right? That takes longer if you do as a regular upload. But if you use this transfer acceleration point, right, where it actually loads your data, downloads or uploads will go more than 100%. So that's the transfer acceleration will help to upload your data from the long distance sites. So example, say your bucket might be located somewhere else, but you are loading the data from somewhere else, then this is very helpful. So which actually faster transfer of files over long distances, automatically route your uploads and downloads to the closest edge location. So that's the major advantage, like it does not directly goes to the base location where it is your S3 bucket or the data is located, but by default it uploads to the edge location fast. So that would be a nearest point to you. Then once the edge location is catches your data, it pushes to your S3 bucket. So that way your upload would be faster. Internally they have low latency links to all the regions from AWS to AWS, so that way your data is transferred to the S3 bucket within the network, AWS network. Customers around the world can upload to a central bucket, so that's the major advantage, that is the major goal for this S3 transfer acceleration. That's all about this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos and courses.